Back in 1773, there was a young man named Nathan Hale. Now, Nathan Hale, I'm sure you remember him, graduated from Yale with honors. He had 5 older brothers that quickly, after that, signed up to fight for the Continental Army in the Revolutionary War. And just months after that, Nathan himself joined. It was interesting because at that time, General George Washington was leading the troops. And he was fighting for freedom in this country and to ensure that America could be the great country that it is today. When Nathan signed up, he was quickly promoted in the ranks. He was quickly recognized for his leadership, his character, his integrity, his willingness to step forward and do the tough jobs that nobody else wanted to do. Now, the British Army was winning. They were gaining momentum, and the Continental Army was losing, and General Washington was in a tough spot. He had learned that the British Army was going to be invading Manhattan quickly, and he needed to have inside information in order to think before they could act and stop and win that battle so that they could win the war. He gathered all of his troops together and stood in front of them, and he said, I need a volunteer. I need one person who would be willing to go undercover as a spy behind enemy lines and gather the intelligence that we need to stop the British Army when they invade Manhattan. Only one person stepped forward to volunteer for that mission, and it was Nathan Hale. He disguised himself as a Dutch school teacher, went behind enemy lines, quickly gathered information, was being incredibly effective when he was discovered. They say it was a British officer that maybe revealed his identity. Perhaps it was even his cousin who was still a British loyalist. Regardless, he was captured, brought before the enemy, and quickly sentenced to die by hanging. Historians today still write about Nathan Hale like this. They are incredibly impressed with his composure, how he kept his dignity in front of him throughout his sentencing, condemnation, and as he stood before those who would carry out his death. In fact, they say he never once compromised General Washington, never once gave up any information that would put the Continental Army or the Revolutionary War at risk. He kept his integrity, was honest, and did his job. In fact, they write that the very last words that he said was that I only regret that I have but one life to lose for my country. Listen, people, we have no idea what hard is. You just don't. We haven't done anything like those folks who've made this great country did. You need to do more. You need to do more. I don't think one person can save this country, but I think all of us have our part. May God bless you, and may God bless the United States of America. Have a wonderful day.